Alright guys, and welcome back to Injustice, The Gods Among Us. We are entering battle number 5, and it starts with the lineup of Green Arrow, Green Lantern, and Flash. Alright, so we are outside on what looks to be maybe the streets of Metropolis. I'm not sure, to be honest. But there's like a tank in the distance, some futuristic looking tank. I don't know what that's about, but whatever. And man, after having that rest, like even those power-ups still hurt today, you know? I mean, like, not as much as they did towards the end of the last video, but I mean, at least I'm getting it up there and delivering a little bit more punch to the whole situation. Because, man, but seriously, like 3 in a row, I seriously need to stop being Nightwing, because this is just harsh. I mean, between swiping for each and every hit and then tapping like a crazy lunatic gone mad, it is just hard. But there you go, we have our first victory of the day, and we are moving on to the next battle. And we're facing off against Nightwing. And look at my guys, level 7, level 6, level 7, and that crew is 3, 3, and 3. Who do you think is gonna win? Alright, let's time it. Let's just shut up and let's just time this one and see how long this battle takes. And there you have it. Only 31 seconds. Oh my goodness. That is just incredible. And Catwoman leveled up to join the ranks of Lex Luthor and Nightwing. And that is just awesome. I mean, granted, I did, you know, make like 112 actions on the iPad during that time. But it was worth it to see Catwoman level up. I'm sure she appreciates it very, very much. And all I can say is you're welcome. So next round, Sinestro, Catwoman, and Lex Luthor. All 3s, but Catwoman is a 4. So I would say that in real life, Catwoman is like, you know, a 9. But in this game, she's a 4. So we begin and beat this dude just incredibly. You know, it's starting to hurt again. Oh, I didn't want to say it, but during the little time thing that I did, man, I think I pinched a nerve, because seriously, it's really hurting. No. I'll shut up about that though. You should be aware of it though. I mean, like, I'm only in, you know, my 20s, and like, you know, it's not like I play games like this a lot. I mean, this is the first fighting game, and probably the only fighting game that I will play, to be honest, here on the channel, because of the theme surrounding it. And I just can't say no to a DC themed game. But as I say that, let's look at these starter packs that they have in here. This 35,000 coins, and then you can get characters. We have 7,000, so we really can't get anybody. And I've went through so much trouble to get like these coins. And like, look at this. Like, if I want the Joker, if I want Batman, I have to get 182,000 coins. And Superman, like, man, it pays to be a Batman fan. Seriously, you're gonna save like 50,000 coins. Oh my goodness. That is just awful. Like, I mean, my theory would probably be that they made Superman... I mean, either they made Superman the most because he's technically the most powerful, or, and I'm sure somebody's gonna leave a comment about that, or, you know, they made him the most because of Man of Steel coming out, and they just want people to, you know, chuck their money at this through the energy power-ups, so they can eventually be Superman. That's probably the more likely scenario. It's all about marketing, believe me. I mean, that's why this channel is called Advertising Nuts, because I do know a thing or two about that. Alright. So, surprise, surprise, we have another victory on our hands. And you know, Harley Quinn, she was a little left for wear there at the end of the battle. And now, whoa, a question mark. I don't know, this is a little disturbing, to be honest. Who could it be? Bet it's like Solomon Grundy or somebody. Somebody lame we've already seen before. Oh, I think it is. I think it actually is. Oh, wow. That is funny. I mean, unless it's like, you know, some Superman person that, yeah, it's Grundy. Man, he's like spilling acid for blood or something. It's very disturbing. Freaking zombie. Just die. Nobody wants you. Go back to the sewers, you little freak. Man. Alright. Yeah, so we're not having too much problem with these guys yet. Arrow just shoots his little bow at like titanium steel and thinks it's gonna do something. No, it's not gonna do anything, dude. Go back to your TV show. Alright. And let's end this. Slice that zombie up. Oh, I still didn't kill him? Man. There. One more, and we done. And it'll be the risk killer that finishes him off. Boom. Alright, so we got a little upgrade. Not anything too horribly impressive, I don't think, in my opinion. But everybody got another energy boost, so that's good. And it'll keep us in business all the longer. Because I'm not throwing money at this game. I'm sorry, but I'm not. You're more than welcome to. But yeah. So there's the Flash. I think we'll get him. Because he would be a nice addition to our roster. And I don't know. I mean, like, he's at least a main member of the Justice League, so it'd be nice to have at least one member of the Justice League on our team. So the only thing is he's level 1. So yeah, that sucks. Who should we replace? I guess Catwoman. Alright. So, you know, maybe I'm not going about this the right way. Maybe I should be rotating all my guys at once, because that would make a little more sense given, like, the levels that we're facing right now. Like, you know, Nightwing is like a level 10 almost, and he's battling like a level 4. Like, that's not very fair, but oh well. Flash is level 1, and he's fighting somebody that's like 4 levels up on him, and I bet he's gonna beat her too. Almost. Probably have to tap out here in a second. Oh, so we got a special. Oh, damn it! Just when I got my special move. Alright. One gone. That one's almost out, so. And. Damn, I can never hit the center on that. That is just hard. I mean, it's not hard to tap, but like to hit the exact center it's just brutal. Alright. Let's get in. Swipes. Oh, man, that came out of nowhere. I didn't know that was going to be a freaking Catwoman gesture. You know? Like, it would figure, because I did replace him with Catwoman. Or vice versa, rather. But hey, he leveled up. Alright. And that was a long fight. That was minute 3. It was Flash. Ironically enough, Flash was the one that was slowing us down. I mean, what are you gonna do, you know? And so this next battle, we have 2 Flashes that we're gonna be facing off against. They could have done a better job doing that, so characters didn't double up. I mean, personally, like, that's what I think. I realized that, like, one's from the New 52 and the other one's like regular Flash, but still, you know, like, this is regular Flash versus regular Flash. Like, you can tell by their headgear on their shoulders. But man, you know, I don't know about this. I don't know how I feel about universes colliding, you know, when you have, like, character versus character and they're the same damn character, you know. I just don't think it's my cup of tea, to be honest. Oh, I got the center. I got the center finally, and that only took an eternity. I think that took, like, how many fights? Seriously? This is like our 20th fight, and, you know, I probably get that power up maybe 4 times a fight. So you're talking like 1 out of every 80 times you get the exact dead center, and that is just a horrific ratio, in my opinion. Flash was only in that fight for 5 seconds. Wow. He came in for 5 seconds to face himself, and then he tabbed out just to say, "Hey, I helped." Yeah, good job, Flash. And he's like all proud of it, showing his chest. Flash. Oh. Jeez. They're changing it up here with Flash's actions to fight. Like, every now and again it'll be like left instead of right, or right instead of left, or up instead of down, or down instead of up. And it's just, wow, you know? Now, alright, somebody help me out, okay? Seriously, leave a comment in the sections below. Up at the top, where you see the little lightning bolts right now, I have 3 that are Speed Force. Those are the power-ups that should be down in, like, the bottom left-hand corner for me, where we saw in our tutorial. And they're not coming up. And those are, like, the special moves that, like, you know, when Lex used the satellite and blew up Superman, or whatever. The actions shots. And I don't understand why I'm not able to use them. You know, I would have loved to do that. But maybe it's just, like, a programming error. Because the app is, like, 5 minutes old. But, yeah, I don't know. I really don't. But it's not my fault. I am, you know, I did the tutorial. I read everything, so I'm 100% sure that it's not my fault. But hey, who the hell knows? I could be wrong. I could just be like, you know, I could have the power-ups turned off or something, you know? Who knows? Alright. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday, manicure on a Tuesday, drinking water on a Thursday, went to the hospital on Saturday, ate a Snickers bar on Sunday. Oh, the balls are available. Oh, Solomon Grundy, you are so witty. so dead. Alright. Almost done with this one. There we go. That was... Man, it seemed like a long fight. Flash! Congratulations to Flash. He managed to stay in that fight 1 second longer than his previous record. I don't know. He could have been in a fight longer, to be honest. I wasn't keeping track. But it looks like Superman has a little wood behind his emblem there. Doesn't it look like that? I'm not sure if that's what the suit looks like. Not the suit, the emblem. If it has a wood backing in the Zack Snyder movie. But it looked like that dude just cut off Nightwing's arm. But apparently he did not. So that's good. Because now I can still use him to, you know, break my wrist. Oh, that was awful. That was so bad. Man, I was too eager to tap. And I prematurely tapped. So, oh well. You know, I like this. I have like some new moves. I didn't know that before. Before I was just swiping basically the whole time, but like you can tap, double tap, and then like swipe, and that's like a different kind of move. Lex was like firing some kind of energy bolts at Cyborg there for a bit, and they like tried to crush his head, you know. So that was interesting. And there's our wooden background again. Battle complete. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so now it looks like we have our first boss in the Green Lantern. So we have to fight 6 different people before we can face Green Lantern. Alright. Well, it better be worth it. I'm expecting like some dialogue, a little action sequence. We're at the Watchtower now, it looks like. And I don't see Martian Manhunter here. He should be monitoring this place, but he's not. So, whatever. And I really hate that they changed that up. Like, it's just... It's murder mentally on my hand. You know, like, I automatically know that I'm going to get the power up, and then I just go for another thing, and it just screws me up so horribly bad. Alright, almost done with this. Just gotta take out Grundy. And we are on the road to face Green Lantern. Alright, so... I mean, hopefully, in less than 2 minutes, we will be at our boss. So Flash continues to impress, you know, 11 seconds in that bout. Bravo, you know. Alright, so Deathstroke. Deathstroke is, the guy that we were facing, everyone. Deathstroke. 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 Wow. Could he be any more incompetent? I mean, he has like a sword on his back and a machine gun, and he has claws. Like, I think this is a man who is facing a serious identity crisis. Like he had a skull and crossbones, an eye patch. You know what it is? It's probably he's going through like a midlife crisis, because I do see some gray in that beard, and I honestly do not know, but it is pretty funny, to be honest. No, I'm sure that there's some kind of elaborate backstory on Deathstroke and how he came to be the Deathstroke, and what exactly was the Deathstroke. Maybe it was some kind of like crazy move that he made in like a water park, you know, like when he was a child. He was swimming along, and there was like a toddler in the deep end, and he's like, "Oh, I can't go down in the deep end, you know, I'm not allowed down there." And his teacher's like, "Do the death stroke," and he's like, "That's suicide." And so he went out there to try to save the toddler, and he drowned it a little bit. And then he woke up and he's like, "Oh, now I'm a badass assassin." And the only thing he could remember is the term Deathstroke. And so that's what he called himself. Yeah. That would actually make for an interesting comic. I'm sure that DC is writing all these down right now. Oh boy. Alright, so here is our boss. The seemingly easy Green Lantern. But, I do think he's a level 8. So, I mean, it's not that big of a challenge for me. Granted that, like, I have 2 guys that are almost, like, level 10. I think they're past level 10, actually. I won't know for sure until we get out of this fight. But this doesn't seem too hard so far. I mean, Green Lantern is just, like, you know, basically ducking a lot. And not doing a whole lot of anything. And you know, now that I say that, I've noticed that I really haven't been blocking a whole lot of shots myself, and I need to get up on that and actually start doing that, because maybe, I mean, those habits are gonna come, you know, come in force and help down the road as we continue our bouts. So Lantern is looking a little bloody. I think we're gonna finish him off here. And nope, not just yet. Maybe Wally will finish him. I mean the Flash. Yeah, good job. Good job, Flash. Doing your high kick step to beat a boss. I'd say like a boss, but that'd make me a punk. Yeah. Oh man. But he was in there for 18 seconds, and he took credit for the victory. If that isn't a glory hog, I don't know what is, to be honest. Alright. So, this is our second round of battles now. Tier 2, or Phase 2, in the battle selection arena. We have 3 and 4. Oh, Batman. And some guy in a prison uniform. Oh man, I'm really fearing that guy in the prison uniform. Come on, seriously? What is that about? But Doomsday and Sinestro. So this is Sinestro's Hall of Characters or whatever. And I was thinking about adding a character, but I think I'm going to add some character traits to my existing lineup first. So, what should I get? I guess I'll get this. Yeah, I'll get that. Altered Perception. And this. Alas, Iskram Nightstick thing. I don't know what that is. I couldn't say it if I wanted to. If my life depended on it, I cannot say that. Alright, so let's recharge everybody. And they are all ready to rock and or roll.